Hey everybody, it's Poochie and Elvis. He gets second billing, sorry. And what's her puss, aka Betsy. So I wanted to do a vlog today. That is such a weird word, isn't it? Vlog. Anyway, I wanted to do a vlog today about people saying that you are stealing from the poor when you buy thrifted clothes. Okay. So, one of the main places we buy our thrifted clothes is the Goodwill outlet bins. And do you know what the clothes are at the Goodwill outlet bins? Those are clothes that are either deemed not worthy of being in the stores, or clothes that have been in the stores and haven't sold. So the last place they go before the landfill is the outlet store, the bins. So that is one place that we buy stuff. So those are things that all the poor have already had a shot at and turned down. Right, Bets?
Yeah.
All the poor have already gone into Goodwill and said, I don't want those shorts. I don't want that shirt. They're done. They don't want them. We are basically saving these items from the landfill and recycling them. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I get so angry and irritated at people saying, well, you know, you go to thrift stores and those are for the poor. Yes, they are for the poor. They're to raise money for the poor, or the less fortunate, or the needy, or charities, or a church's mission, or whatever. That's what they are, to raise money. So we go in and purchase things from the Goodwill outlet store to further the Goodwill's mission and also put people to work, basically. I mean, my son works for me. I have other employees that work for me, and we are putting them to work by selling items that are about to go to the landfill. But people say we're stealing from the poor. So where's the other place we get stuff? We buy thrifted stuff in bulk, right?
Yeah.
So we buy thrifted stuff in bulk from companies, but it's not meant for the poor. It's never meant for the poor. It's meant for you to buy wholesale in huge, big lots. And it's either stuff that has not sold, again, in stores, and they are bulking out, or stuff that they did not deem good enough for their stores, or things that they actually thought they would make more money if they sell it in bulk to companies like me, my company. The other thing that cracks me up is when people say, when you are doing this, you are stealing from the poor. What do you say to Goodwill or a thrift store that sells an item online on the internet to get more money than they would in their store? Goodwill has their own website where they sell things online to make more money than they would in their stores. Are they robbing from the poor?
No.
Are they stealing from the poor? I mean, my dogs are really pissed off about this, just to let you know. At least one of them. When you are out thrifting, and I mean, I was poor. So let's go there right now. You know, the people who are like, you know, I grew up poor. Honey, you were in a cheese line behind me or in front of me then, because I grew up poor. My mom grew up so poor in the 50s that she had dirt floors. My grandpa had a business, a grocery store. And behind the grocery store, a little lean-to thing, that's where they lived. and there were dirt floors, and they didn't even have an outhouse. They had peach crates because there was a peach orchard there. So they put peach crates outside, dug a hole, and that's my family's kind of poor. So when you want to tell me how you grew up poor or I'm stealing from the poor, you better recognize that I know exactly what it feels like to be poor. I am not stealing from the poor. I am recycling. I am buying stuff. I am buying used items. I am buying new items. I am just like every other reseller in the world, and that includes some of the biggest corporations. Do you think Walmart doesn't resell? Do you think by Walmart buying things from clothing stores or by charging more for items than they pay that they're stealing from the poor? You better get your stuff together before you are saying that people are stealing from the poor or taking from the poor, because that is not how it works. The way we do it is we are buying for businesses. We are buying stuff that the poor can't get. It's not available to the poor. The inventory that we're buying is not available to the poor because we're buying it as a business. These companies don't make it. Goodwill and other, thrift, big corporations. They don't make it buyable. Is buyable a word? Available. They don't make it available to the poor. The stuff that is at the Goodwill bins, the next stop is the landfill. We are saving it from the landfill. Either it's going to go to the landfill or possibly it's going to go overseas to countries that, I don't even know. Rugrat, are you disgusted about this? If you are out and you are thrifting and you are reselling stuff and you are making a better life for yourself, for your fellow man via hiring employees, for your kids. Some people put their kids through college. Some people, it's irritating to me. Before you say that people are stealing from the poor when they're shopping at thrift stores or shopping at the Goodwill bins or doing anything, you better do your research and educate yourself because, man, that is not true. That is not true. We keep it real here at Poochie's Pickers, don't we?
Yes, we do.
We buy low, we sell high, and you need to subscribe. Thanks for watching. I just had to get that off my chest because I'm so tired of hearing it. It's absolutely ridiculous. There are people, families, who are actually supporting themselves by doing this, and you're saying they're robbing from the poor. It's absolutely ridiculous. There are so many used clothes, so many secondhand clothes. Nobody who's buying them to resell is robbing them from the poor because there's a never-ending supply of them. If we were buying from the poor or robbing from the poor, then there would be a limited supply. There wouldn't be any pants left. If there aren't any pants left, why are landfills full of used clothing? Why? Do your research, man. Know what you're talking about before you talk out your ass.